Hello, welcome back to the kitchen. Today it's another easy lunch day. So I'm going to be making a grilled cheese. And a lot of you may already know how to make this, but some of you may not. And it's a really good basic thing to know how to make. And you can do a lot of different variations. So I'm going to start with a piece of wheat bread, and you might know if you've been watching for a while, I like to use Ezekiel bread because it's whole grain and it's one of the only kinds of breads that you can find in the grocery store that does not have sugar added to it. So I'm going to do a half sandwich today. I'm going to be cutting it like this. And I'm also going to be using some provolone cheese. You can use any kind of cheese. Cheddar cheese is good, or Colby Jack cheese. The provolone is also really good, and I like it because it comes already thinly sliced, so you don't have to worry about accidentally putting on way too much cheese. So I just fold it in half for the half sandwich and put it on like this. And I like to also put some mustard on the bread first. So this is some spicy mustard. You could use any kind of mustard. And I'm just gonna do regular cheese and mustard today, but you could also add in a slice of tomato or a really thin slice of turkey or ham or something like that. That can also be really good. All right, so now you might be able to notice here that I have my pan already here. So I'm gonna heat that up. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you, I'm using this burner because you can see the dot that is in the front right corner. It means that it's the front right burner. So I'm gonna turn it on, and I'm gonna do, this one actually has the single burner versus the dual burner, which is this. So there's 2 rings of heat. And I wanna have them be both on. So I'm gonna do the dual, and I want it to be about medium heat. So as you can see, that's high, that's low, so I'm putting it right in the middle there. Okay, so while that's heating up, the next step is you need to put some kind of grease on the outside of your bread. So you can just spread some butter on this side and this side. I happen to have some olive oil, and I've been using that lately instead of butter, and it's also really good. So I'm gonna do that today, just a little drizzle, and then with my knife, I'll spread it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and then the other side. That was kind of too much, but oh, too late now. Okay, spread that around. Oops. Okay, so now I'm going to put it on my pan, which is getting hot. And you know what would also be really good inside one of these grilled cheese sandwiches? If you like hummus, you could spread a little bit of hummus inside it also. So while that's cooking, I'll tell you how I usually like to eat it. A lot of times I like to take some salsa and put it in a little bowl and heat it up in the microwave because I don't want it to be cold if I'm eating it with something hot like this sandwich. And then I actually dip the sandwich into the salsa while I'm eating it. That's really good. I don't have any salsa right now, so what I did do is I brought along some V8 and I brought along some carrots. So that's going to be my vegetables for the day to eat with my sandwich. Well, not for the whole day, but for lunch. So I usually, basically the rule that I grew up with is you never ever eat any meal without at least having one vegetable or one fruit, if not both. So I usually pretty much always stick to that rule. So these are my vegetables. All right, so I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit, and then I'm gonna flip it to the other side. So be right back. A really good thing to do while you're waiting is kind of take your spatula or flipper here and just kind of mash it down a little bit. It helps the cheese to get melted into the bread. And I'm going to flip this over, and it's a plastic spatula, so it's very slippery. Okay, got it. Flip it. Alright, I'm going to show you Alright, I'm going to show you. So it actually was not getting that brown very much yet on the side that I just flipped it from. So, but I can hear it now sizzling, so I know that the other side is going to be getting brown pretty soon, so I'm going to flip it again soon. Oh my goodness, okay. Well, okay, so it did start to get pretty brown there, so I'm only going to leave it on this side for a short time because I don't want it to get quite that brown on the other side. Also, I would recommend a metal spatula. That's what I use at home. This plastic one, it sort of has a thick edge and it's hard to get it underneath your sandwich. Alright, I'm turning off my stovetop. And alright, there's the sandwich. I'm gonna let this cool off before I wash it. Alright, so there's the sandwich. So that's just a really, really easy lunch that you can make, and you can make it how you like it. Put what you want inside it. Pick something that you like to dip it in. Like I like to dip it in salsa, either regular salsa or salsa verde is also really good. And enjoy. Thanks for joining me here in the kitchen, and I'll see you again next month. Bye.